Good evening and welcome back to One TV News with me, Esma. The Ganesh Chaturthi festival concluded this year with vibrant processions across Maharashtra, particularly in Mumbai, where over 7,500 Ganesh idols were immersed. Celebrations included eco-friendly practices, with the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation facilitating immersion in designated artificial ponds to mitigate environmental impact. Extensive security measures were implemented, deploying over 24,000 police personnel and ensuring no untoward incidents occurred. The festival also highlighted socio-political tensions, notably surrounding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's attendance at a Ganesh Puja, reflecting the intertwining of religion and politics in India. Across other cities like Karnataka and Hyderabad, large crowds celebrated with significant arrangements for the safety and transportation. The festivities underscored community spirit and a commitment to tradition while promoting environmental consequences. As devotees bid farewell to Lord Ganesha, they look forward to next year's celebration inspired by the year's experiences. Now let's have a look at the national news. The first phase of the long-awaited Jammu and Kashmir elections is taking place on September 18, 2024, marking the first assembly poll since the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019. Voter turnout is expected to exceed 60%, with over 23.27 lakh eligible voters across 7 districts. Prominent candidates include PDP's Litija Mufti and Wahid Para, National Conference Sakina Ittu and CPIM's Mohammad Yusuf Tarigami, all vying for key constituencies. The election has attracted widespread political attention, with leaders like Prime Minister Modi urging high voter participation. High security measures have been implemented, particularly ahead of the Modi's rally scheduled after the first phase. The election consists of 3 phases, with counting set for October 8.
मगर हम इधर से 90 से इधर उधमपुर में रहते हैं सालन तालाब में, तो मैं 46 शांगस की वोटर हूँ। तो इसलिए मैं सुबह पहले आई, पहला वोट मेरा ही आया इधर, तो ये बड़ी खुशी की बात है। तो हमारी ड्यूटी भी इधर लगी है, तो हम रोज घर घर जाते थे, उनको बोलो वोट डालने के लिए इधर आ जाओ, तो वो कोई बंदा नहीं है जो छूटेगा। हम सब उनको बोला कि छूटना नहीं है, अब इधर आ जाओ वोट डालो। हमने अपनी गाड़ियां भी रखी है, प्राइवेट गाड़ियां भी रखी है, गवर्नमेंट ने भी गाड़ियां रखी है, अपनी गाड़ियां भी हमने रखी, क्योंकि वोट डालने के लिए आ जाओ। हमारा मुद्दा यही है कि हम श्रीनगर वापस जाएंगे। हमारा मुद्दा तो
किसी का हक होता है, लेकिन आज तकरीबन 10 साल के बाद कश्मीर के लोगों को असेंबली इंतखाबात में पहली बार मौका मिला। 10 साल के बाद। हाँ सर, कितना अच्छा देखा।
बहुत अच्छा, हम सब खुश है सर। खुश इसलिए है कि हमारा कोई रिप्रेजेंटेटिव था नहीं 10 साल से, काम था, कोई जाएंगे कहाँ, कोई था नहीं, क्योंकि हमसे हमारा हक जो है वो गैर आईनी छीना गया। आज आप देखोगे कि ब्रिस्क आज पोलिंग होगी विदाउट एनी फोर्स, लोग खुद निकल रहे हैं, माएँ बहनें सब निकल, छोटे बड़े निकल रहे हैं। इसलिए निकल रहे हैं कि हमारा हक जो हमसे छीना गया है, हमें बिना कहे, जो हमें हिंदुस्तान के कानून ने दिया था, तो हमसे उसके खिलाफ हम आज वोट डाल रहे हैं। डेवलपमेंट होती रहती है, इससे पहले भी जो सरकार आज सब ने किया, किसी ने कम किया, किसी ने ज़्यादा किया, होता रहता है। मेन मकसद जो आज है, हम ये मैसेज देना चाहते हैं दुनिया, क्योंकि हम उस फैसले के खिलाफ है।
10 साल से गवर्नर रूल भी चल रहा है, उसकी वजह से मतलब लोग शायद सेटिस्फाई नहीं, इसीलिए अपनी सरकार गवर्नमेंट क्या,
वही हम कहते हैं, हम दम घुट रहा है। 5 अगस्त तो हमारे 3 चीफ मिनिस्टर जो उनके पेज से लगा है, लोगों में खौफ है, लोग बात नहीं कर सकते हैं। हम कहते हैं कि हम अपना रिप्रेजेंटेटिव सिविल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन यहाँ हो।
Squadron leader Mohana Singh has made history as the first woman fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force Elite 18 Flying Bullet Squadron, which operates the indigenous LCA Tejas. Her induction in 2016 along with Bhavna Kant and Avni Chaudhary marked a significant shift towards gender integration in the military. Recently, she showcased her skills during the Taran Shakti exercise, where she instructed top military officials on the LCA. Mona's journey highlights the evolving role of women in combat aviation and serves as an inspiration for future generations. Her achievements reflect the IAF's commitment to gender equality and the importance of diverse perspectives in military operations. In a significant shift for Delhi politics, Aam Aadmi Party leader Arvind Kejriwal has announced his resignation as Chief Minister amid legal challenges and scrutiny over his tenure. This decision, which follows the commitment to face a trial by fire, paves the way for party colleague Atishi to take over, pending the president's acceptance of the resignation. Despite the turmoil, AAP, holding 60 of the 70 assembly seats, is poised to maintain its power with a smooth leadership transition expected within a week. Kejriwal's resignation could refresh the party's image as it prepares for upcoming assembly elections, making the public's response crucial for AAP's future. This pivotal moment may redefine governance in Delhi and reshape the party's political landscape. And now it's time for the international news. The 76th Emmy Awards delivered a memorable night filled with emotional acceptance speeches and sharp humor. Historic wins marked the evening, with Hiroyuki Sanada and Anna Sawai for Shogun marking headlines as the first non-English language show to win Best Drama and the first actress of Asian descent to win Best Actress in a Drama respectively. Richard Gadd's moving speech reflected on his journey from struggle to success, while Lisa Colon-Zayas captured hearts with her win for Outstanding Supporting Actress in the comedy. Candice Bergen and Selena Gomez brought humor to the stage, with Bergen political quips and Gomez's nod to childless cat ladies. John Oliver humorously honored his late dog, and John Leguizamo advocated the diversity in storytelling. The night, hosted by Dan Levy and his father Eugene, celebrated both talent and the importance of representation in Hollywood.
A show about translation, not what is lost, but what is found when you do safety meetings in 2 languages and you learn not to walk on tatami mats with your
And let me say, what an honor it is to work with 2 guys who are this far away from.
A recent social media controversy erupted when Australian YouTuber Dr. Sydney Watson made dismissive comments about Indian cuisine in response to a viral post celebrating his flavors. The debate began with the user Jeff proclaiming Indian food as the best on earth, which garnered widespread support. Watson's remarks included her assertion that Indian food requires dirt spices to be palatable, sparked outrage and prompted passionate defenses of Indian culinary traditions. Many users emphasized the historical significance of spices and the cultural richness of Indian food. This incident highlights the pride people have in their culinary heritage and the strong emotions food can evoke in multicultural world, reinforcing that cuisine is deeply tied to identity and tradition. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei recently sparked controversy by commenting on the plight of Muslims in Myanmar, Gaza and India during a clerics gathering. His remarks prompted a strong rebuke from India's Ministry of External Affairs, which deemed his statements misinformed and unacceptable. Indian officials urged Iran to deflect its own treatment of minorities before criticizing others. The situation complicates India-Iran relations, particularly after their recent strategic partnership on the Chabahar port. Khamenei's consistent criticism of Indian Muslims raises questions about his motivations, potentially reflecting Iran's geopolitical agenda as India approaches assembly elections. The fallout from Khamenei's comments may further polarize discourse around religious minorities, highlighting the sensitive nature of international diplomacy and minority rights. Recent reports highlight the emotional complexities within the British royal family following Kate Middleton's announcement that her chemotherapy treatment has concluded. Kate's candidness about her health journey has garnered public support, while Meghan Markle reportedly feels genuinely happy for her sister-in-law but also grapples with guilt over their past public statements about royal dynamics. Sources indicate that Meghan and Prince Harry regret how they addressed their issues, especially in light of Kate's struggles. Additionally, social media controversies such as the royal family's exclusion of Meghan from a birthday photo of Harry underscore ongoing tensions. The situation illustrates the intertwining of public perception and personal emotions within the royal family as they navigate their relationships in the spotlight. That's all for today. Stay connected for more updates. Thank you.